Ladies and gentlemen, cast your mind back to the 1960s. You probably won't be able to do that because you were not alive and neither was I. However, computers back in those days were completely different. What would happen is you would enter a machine room with a deck of punched cards, just like this. On these punched cards would have the memory of what you actually want to talk to on the computer. So you want to actually talk to certain parts of the RAM. So you'll punch it in, I'm going to talk to this part of the computer. You would then turn the computer on, just like this man's doing right here. You would then put the cards into a card reader and then press a button. At the same time, you would put into the computer a strip of tape. A little bit like sellotape, but it's called ticker tape. Now, you'll press a button and you'll run your program, like this guy is doing here. Data from the memory is entered onto the paper tape you put in to the computer. What happens then is the tape is printed out on a line printer where you then look at your data results. Just like this. However, here's the bad thing. Users control the computer hardware by pressing buttons, which is fine. But just imagine how many buttons you would have to press to run complicated programs which you use every day these days. Be thousands and 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 thousands of these buttons. Thousands. Then think about your grandma trying to use it, or even think about you trying to use it. These are experts using this computer system. They know what each button does. And these are a lot of buttons. If I shoved you in a room right now and said, work this computer, you wouldn't have a clue. Novices wouldn't. You would be a novice. Then, what came along was the operating system. In nowadays, in operating systems like Windows 10, where you've got nice graphics, you've got icons, you've got menus, mouse pointers, etc. But in those days, an operating system was like this, which is still better than having to press buttons. Now, an operating system like Windows 10, Apple iOS, etc. has a special name. This special name is called system software. That is system software. Let's have a look. You've got hardware on the computer like a keyboard, mouse, memory, RAM, ROM, CPU. You've then got the operating system and system software. You've then got application software such as Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint. Application software performs basically a specific task. Word is to make stories, letters, typing out documents. Excel is used to perform calculations. PowerPoint is to do presentations. Call of Duty 5 is a game. Whilst an operating system and system software, their job is different. Their job is to help run the whole computer system by talking to the hardware. You then have the user, which is you. You don't see the hardware on the computer. You don't program the hardware. You don't tell the CPU what to do directly because you use applications and the operating system to do that for you.